Social media creating virus of lies, says Nobel winner Maria Ressa.
Here's a summary of the article.
Social media platforms are biased against facts and creating a virus of lies that threatens all democracies, the Nobel Peace Prize-winning journalist Maria Ressa has said. Ressa, one of the Philippines' most prominent journalists, said social media platforms were manipulating our minds insidiously, creating alternate realities, making it impossible for us to think slow. Focusing simply on moderating social media content was a distraction, she said, and it was the design of platforms, and the algorithms they used to promote content, that were in need of an overhaul. Speaking at the Australian Strategic Policy Institute's Sydney Dialogue, Ressa accused social media companies of misusing arguments around freedom of speech. Ressa was awarded the Nobel Prize along with the Russian journalist Dmitry Muratov last month for their courageous fight for freedom of expression, a precondition for democracy and lasting peace. Rappler has not only covered Duterte's war on drugs and exposed government corruption but also explored the ways in which social media can be manipulated by populist leaders. Ressa said the decision to award her a Nobel Prize showed the scale of the crisis facing journalism and information.
This post received a score of 4,700, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Most people are not only comfortable in their ignorance, but hostile to anybody who points it out. Plato.
Mark Twain. It is easier to fool someone than to convince them they have been fooled.
My doctor's surgery was trying to get people the shot by saying the Chinese military is spreading misinformation about ivermectin.
They would be stupid not to though, if you think about it. The divide that COVID has caused in this country, splitting almost at the already weakened Trump fault line, is an incredible opportunity for nations, organizations who wish to control narratives or in general diminish the United States. It doesn't matter which side of those lines you stood on before or after any of this took place. You drill a few holes, and then you make cracks between the holes, finally you drive wedges into the holes.
I think that's understating the problem. Some news organizations have degenerated into propaganda outlets with clickbait articles and ideological agendas. Edit. Hard to blame social media when people, and bots, and companies, are using social media to link to news sites that are propaganda. Social media is not typically the content creator.
I remember the day the NY Times' Jill Abramson wrote that the newspaper would focus more on providing context and explanation of the news, read, editorializing facts, instead of straight, objective reporting. And here we are now.
I've been off Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok for 2 months. I can't stress it enough. Just delete them. For the love of God, do it. If your argument is connecting with others, then that's what texting is for, or a simple Google search. You don't know what those social media apps are doing to you until they're gone.
Instagram just made it so you need to enter your phone number to view anything on a PC.
It's getting worse by the day, too.
Who knew mass social communication would allow the loons to unite and spread their nuttery?
Who knew that instead of using the internet to seek out new knowledge and challenge their beliefs, humans would use it to confirm their own biases?
This all happened when they put the internet into phones instead of just leaving it for the nerds and loners. One time this place nearly lynched a guy for upvoting his own account. This entire world feels like capitalism eating itself at an accelerated rate. Like WTF, I never really had a chance to really get to live, and now sweeping ignorance has become a political stance.
It is 100% the democratization and universal proliferation of the internet, smartphone and social media. It's not buffered by the rules of physical contact and social convention. Now everyone's got an unfiltered digital organ reaching into their id and ego at all times. They can project their thoughts across thousands of miles in milliseconds without showing their faces, the rules of human social convention able to be subverted billions of people.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.